Tonight's episode of the 31st Lap Podcast is brought to you by Demico, Chrysler, Dodge Jeep, and Ram, serving the Finger Lakes since 1963. And DirtTrackDigest.com. If it's on dirt, it's on Dirt Track Digest.
This is the 31st Lap Podcast, recorded live in the studios of FingerLakes1.com in downtown Seneca Falls, New York. And now, your hosts, Chris Marquardt.
Good afternoon, good evening, good day. Welcome to episode number 100. If you can believe it, Mike, we made it to 100 of the 31st Lap.
I don't know how.
You sound so excited, man. What's wrong?
We don't ever. I'm excited.
Episode number 100. We got Alex Bright going to be joining us a little bit later on. Kenny Brightbill also going to be on the program. Rich Post taking some time out of his busy schedule to come and hang out with us here. It's a new year, new list of birthdays, so we know we were only going to see it periodically.
We haven't started them yet.
You know,
we're
we
getting
forgot
there.
last week to even joke about it.
You forgot?
Yeah, I don't think we did. We joked about it afterwards, but I don't think we joked on afterwards.
How is it that you missed your golden
Sweet,
opportunity to bust them?
Well, you know, it was a new year. We thought maybe for a minute we'd turn over a new leaf.
Yeah, we all know that's not going to happen.
Then we jumped right back into where we were. It's like those New Year's diets. Lasted about 2 weeks.
Yep. I made a commitment to myself to get fatter.
Yeah?
Yeah, I figured I'm not going to get thinner. So.
We can do that?
Listen, I you know what? It'll be the first time in my life that I've actually met my New Year's resolution.
Well, I am going
There's always room to go up.
I'm going with the Mike Mallet diet plan.
Yeah.
I resolved to get fatter.
Yeah, because, I mean, screw it.
We're going to have a conversation here tomorrow with Rolf Schnurr planning for next week already. We're going to have one of his stable drivers on who picked up a national championship in the Legends division, so we'll be able to catch up with him a little bit and see what's new.
Well, are you planning a week ahead?
Well, we're going to try to.
What the hell are you doing?
I don't even know if I'm going to be here next week. Yeah, I'll be here next week.
I will not be.
You won't be?
No.
You want to take the week off and we'll plan for...
If you would like to do that, that would be fine. 2 weeks out would be better.
Yeah, you want to do that?
You want to wait? I have to be next week.
You want to do 2 weeks? Or just 2 weeks from tonight?
I was saying 2 weeks from tonight.
All right.
And then I'll be...
That'll work out.
Then I'm almost to Florida. Then I'm almost to Florida. So you guys can handle it on my own.
Yeah, we'll
on
be
your
fine.
own.
You going to call us when you're down in Florida?
No. Does he call us from anywhere else?
I called from Florida once.
You did once. Yeah.
I was at Bubba Raceway Park. Yeah.
Yep. I don't know if you called from the stands of your car. I can't remember.
I was in the pit area because it's the only place I could find that wasn't allowed. They were doing hot laps or time trials or something. That was what? Not last year. It was the year before. Last year was a USAC show, I believe.
John, of course, is home watching the Chili Bowl as we speak.
Yeah,
Big
so many
thanks
things I could say to that, but I won't.
Big thanks go out to Finger Lakes One, FingerLakes1.com, FingerLakes1.tv for letting us do this now 100 times. It's pretty cool. Having Kenny Brightbill on is only making that a little bit sweeter.
Kenny Brightbill.
And this overall is number 118 for us if you count all the live shows. So it's kind of neat. Whoever thought that we'd go from the card table and a desk lamp to...
Didn't you share a mic?
No, we had 2 mics.
Our first one, did we share a mic or no?
No, we had 2 mics. Yeah, we had an Ariado and 2 mics and 2 hours of fun.
Yeah.
Well, it was long, wasn't it? It was an hour or 2 hours? I don't remember. It was a really long show back in the day. You know what we should have done?
What?
Went and got clips from the old show.
Well, we could have.
That would have been sweet.
Go and get clips back
Maybe.
from episode number 1.
Yeah, can we do that?
Maybe.
You know what? It's a little late now. Why don't we get the interns on that? Do we have interns?
Where is he?
Yeah,
what
what
happened
happened
to
with
that
him?
guy?
He's not back at school yet. I gotta stop listening. I gotta stop listening to Opie and Anthony because that's what they do. They're like, "Hey, somebody get on this. We want this. We need this clip." 5 minutes later, oh, here's that clip you were looking for.
So do you need to
Yeah,
stop listening or get more interns?
No, Jim's gonna have to come here earlier.
Yeah, I don't think Jim's going to be the one.
Jim's going to have to come here.
You know, the thing is, I talked to Jim a little bit about it, and he goes, if you want to, we tried to do that for the sauce, and it was a huge undertaking because you don't really know necessarily what you're looking for.
What do I care? We're just going to push play and not worry about it.
Whatever
You just want episode 1?
Episode 1.
Just episode 1. We should have just re-aired episode 1.
You know, hold on. I'm going to find it right now, and I'll play it through my laptop.
All I know is I got to thank Jim for letting me come here all like 26 times. Oh, wait, we're at 100.
Yeah. Something about
okay, I got a question. Where did the links go that were on the front page to the... Oh, there it is. 31st Lap Podcast. Found it. And then I get a pop-up ad. Perfect. That's not his, though. I think I got a malware or some crap in my computer.
Your computer sucks.
How far back do I have to go?
I don't know. Probably roughly 117 posts.
Yeah, how many? There's like 3 per page.
I don't know.
Dude, there's no way I'm finding this.
You suck as an intern, Mallet.
Yeah, I obviously cannot be my own intern. I remember what we talked about on the first show.
Well, we talked about Stu freezing in the fuel cell, I believe.
Oh, yeah, that was. So Super Dirt Week. And was that Rick Laubach speeding on pit road?
Yeah, I think it was.
Was that the same one?
We definitely remember because the title of the show was Super Dirt Cheat.
Yeah, I just found episode 86. I'm almost there.
You're going in the right direction.
Dude, you know what's gonna really piss me off when I go all the way back and then it's not there. I'm gonna get to like episode 11 and be like, oh, that's it.
Yeah, you got a dump button over there to cancel his
dump button.
Oh wait, we don't have to worry about that.
Oh, 82. We're flying.
Yeah, one step.
You know what? You guys take over. I'll be back.
I mean, have you been keeping up at all on the Chili Bowl stuff? You've been following along?
Yeah. I've been posting press releases. That's about it.
Yeah, I have been following the Chili Bowl via John Bomas.
Yeah, I'm following Chili Bowl on Twitter.
He's pretty busy.
Bomas has pens and paper out right now, and he's writing down passing points.
Yeah, I was shocked to see.
Actually, they haven't even started yet because it's 6:22 there, right?
Yeah, they get about an hour, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was shocked when he posted. By my calculations, the points are. He's really sitting at home, counting.
He's turning into the Chili Bowls racing Ross. Got all of them.
I'm at 67.
Great.
Just skip over 2. Because I think I joined in episode 2 and sat there.
Hey, Motorsports Expo 2013. Getting closer.
Keep going.
You're gaining ground on it.
I'm only a year behind.
Where did you go this weekend? I thought you were out of town this weekend.
I did. Motorsports 2014.
How was it? How was it?
Awesome. I tell you, I had a good time. I enjoyed car shows. Not really. I'm making that up. But actually, you know what's nice about it? You get to sit and talk to people.
Yeah.
Instead of the usual. What's the word I'm looking for? Being at the track, you get a hey, how you been? Hey, what's going on?
Yeah,
and then you're on your way.
Then you go do your thing, and they go do their thing, and okay. We celebrated Brad Keselowski. I was wondering what that was. Looking back at all the different names of the dumbness that we've had on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, is there one show that stands out to you other than number one?
My favorite show of all time?
I mean, do you have one? Do you have a favorite show?
I don't know. Hold on, let me look through the names.
This one.
Every show is my favorite show.
I'm here.
Yeah.
As Dean would say, every track's my favorite track.
Do you have one?
Yeah, this
stands
one.
Out?
I'm here.
Oh, okay. That's
come camp out.
You know,
I gotta say, looking back, I mean, I think the first show was one of my favorites. And I think we also had
my favorite is the live show that is now dubbed the Lost Episode.
Oh, the one I wasn't at.
Yeah, I mean that was a
Bobby Allison on, and speaking of NASCAR, I got to meet Harry Gant. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, you were saying that before.
That
we got
was
going
awesome.
Here.
Yeah, I met him last weekend, which was he was a cool dude about it.
Did you get to hang out with him for a bit?
Yeah, I talked to him for a good 5-6 minutes after he was done signing autographs at the show.
How's Harry looking now?
He looks like Harry Gant, man. He hasn't changed. I mean, he looks like Harry Gant.
Get him back to Daytona. Get him into testing.
Yeah,
they let Rusty do it.
It was only a year, or so, maybe it might have been more, but it was only a year or so ago that he was still racing stuff periodically. He was at Bristol, I think. I want to say he was at Bristol, maybe that late model race that they had during.
And they did do some legend races where they, there was numerous NASCAR names that I know he's participated in.
I want to say Kyle Larson episode so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually really cool that we had Kyle Larson on.
Yeah, I mean, can we do that again?
I mean, think
not
about
a chance.
That. Yeah,
that's the question.
Not a chance.
You don't think?
That ship has sailed.
You know what? We might be able to, but I would say that we have a better chance of. Let me think of something better to say.
Okay. I really like the Tucker Hibbert episode, actually. I thought.
See, I wasn't on that one either, was I?
No.
See, you know what? I find there's a trend here, Chris.
What?
Between you two.
we like
my favorite episode is the one where you're not there. Screw you guys! I'm going home.
I had a lot of fun. I mean, I know it doesn't necessarily count into the 100 studio episodes, but I had a lot of fun at that Super Dirt Week when we were there, just constantly blanketing everything. Yeah, we had the chance to meet Robbie Knievel.
That was actually kind of cool.
That was cool. That was quite cool. And our first live show that we had at Utica Rome.
That was fun.
That was another good one.
That was something.
There it is. You know what's funny? I'm passing it right now.
Yeah,
Toyota
was a
200 post race.
that was pretty cool. To be able to do that and have the drivers on that we had, and Brett Hearn came and sat with us, Pat Ward,
Brett Hearn,
Bobby Varon, Jimmy,
JJ Yelly. You've had JJ Yelly.
Yeah, we had JJ Yellis
That's right.
on the show. We had Ronnie Johnson on the show.
RJ is on the way. Oh, episode 28. Busy show on
We've
there.
done Buzzy.
Just-
Oh, that is a great photo.
We had Just Right J.R. Herbert.
Oh man, I was thin then. I gotta lose some weight.
Whoa. Don't be blowing up my resolution. Come on, man.
Just go back.
That was episode.
back
I'm
on
on episode 28. I'm still going.
What was on number 28?
It's me and Shane Andrews. I don't know. It's just a picture of two of us, two bald guys standing next to each other.
That was the episode where Shane came on and talked about. I think he came on and talked about
something.
announcing. He came on and talked about announcing from inside a derby car at Canandaigua.
Oh yeah. There's
think
Joe
that's what
Skutnicki.
I remember that.
Were you here for that one?
There's John
I
Baumus.
was here for that
Episode
one.
20 was John Baumus' first episode.
Oh, really?
Yep.
You got in earlier than I thought.
Yeah, we went downhill on that
I
one.
thought.
That's where it all went wrong. Actually, you could probably rewind to episode 2 when I sat there like an ice cube and said nothing.
Yeah. So how much has changed?
I don't know.
Well, I'm here once in a while.
Buzzy show was good. Yeah.
Yeah, that Buzzy episode was cool. We had Stu Friesen on a couple times, and he's always been great. We had him on after the roof sitting incident at Orange County.
Yeah, we had that too. I forgot about that.
That was a lot of fun. And then he was
Tucker Hibbert. You know what episode that was? 14.
Really?
Wow.
Dude, that was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago.
Episode 13. Wasn't on that show.
No.
No, wasn't on that show.
That's how Malik counts.
Well, that would have been.
Oh, Tim McCready, Justin Ayers. Oh, hey, look, the Chili Bowl episode number
that's
11.
right. Yeah.
That Tim McCready, Justin Harris.
So actually, is it safe to say that the Chili Bowl beat John Balmas for the 31st lap?
Yes. Yeah. I think that was one of our best shows. The first time we had Chuck Hebe on, that was episode 8.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That was a
and
good
then
one.
we've had Kelly on since then too.
Yep.
We had Kelly on shortly after
Oh,
she
the
had
memories.
that spill.
The memories.
Yeah.
The memories.
In the live chat, no one's talking. They're like,
Good night.
Champions Crown in Charlotte. Wow. Dude,
You
I'm
forget-
almost there.
did you forget
I'm
everything we talked
almost
about?
there.
I mean, can you believe the stuff that
Episode
we talked
4
about?
was Ronnie Johnson. That was,
Yeah.
I think, one of the first video ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
I
that
think it
was the
was.
first
Yeah.
or second video one.
That was a big step.
Yeah. Episode 3 was Eastern States Weekend versus Super Dirt Week.
You love Eastern States.
I love Eastern States. You know what really sucks?
What?
Port Royal now has a World of Outlaw race on that same weekend.
And what are you
Now
gonna do?
I am in trouble.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know.
You better be at
Oh.
Eastern States.
100-1 says
Episode 2, Rain
States.
Wayne Stay Away. And we welcome promoters Gary Montgomery, Corey Reed. And episode number 1. I don't think we had a guest on episode 1.
I thought we had Stewart.
No,
on.
Stewie was on episode 2.
2.
Oh. So what did we talk about?
I
Episode
don't
1
know.
we just episode 3 was Gary and Corey and episode 2 was Stewie.
Episode 1, Super Dirt Cheat.
Yep, we talked
In
about
this
everything
inaugural
that went
episode
down.
of the 31st Lap podcast, Chris Marquardt and Mike Mount discuss an exciting but controversial Super Dirt Week 40. And much more, including their drivers of the week, heartbreaks of the week, and cars of the week. Boy, we used to do some really stupid stuff back
Yeah,
then.
we did.
Now we do none of it.
Thankfully, we've evolved.
Yeah, we've evolved and stopped doing stupid stuff, and we just are the stupid
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
We've decided to fill that void.
well, somebody is being dug tonight, and they said their favorite show is any show without Posty.
And I love you, Doug.
Yeah, I don't even know who it is, but it's
Yeah,
pretty funny.
yeah.
It's not. It's obviously.
Yeah.
Come on, but
I find it hard to believe, but if it is true, that is
it's
outstanding.
funny. So
And-
we had some. We'll get back to the sprint car talk in a little bit, but
and if that is true, there's a recorder set up next to the computer where we can hear him ad-libbing his comments in between what we're talking about, and it'll be
Yeah.
appearing on his
Yeah.
website.
Well, good. Blow me.
hey, let's be appropriate.
I was.
Episode number
Yeah,
100.
Stop it. Yeah,
I
know,
was
this is-
being appropriate.
I know. You're supposed to wear some sort of party
Hold
hat
on.
or something.
Here's the intro.
What'd you find?
A little different. Oh, remember that
Oh,
song?
turn that off quick.
Oh, stop!
That could-
Stop!
That could cost us.
Whatever.
Knock it off.
I think we got up to 25 seconds.
Listen,
before we run into the problem.
here's the thing. Here's ultimately the deal. You actually have to make money for it to matter. We're not doing this for a profit.
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
Yeah, we're doing this for a good
This is
time.
a loss.
Damn it. Nobody tell my wife.
It is a lot of fun, though. I mean, I'm very
We've had some
thankful.
good times and good shows.
Yeah, I'm very thankful for the support of everybody that's been out there. You know, we got D'Amico on board. We had Creekside Entertainment for a while. You know, we've had some people that come on and
Got Dirt Track
take part
Digest
of
on
it.
board. It's great.
Dirt Track Digest has been on since the beginning.
Yep.
Along with it, well, actually, I think it was started with Aerial Racing News, and now it's evolved into Dirt Track
Yeah,
Digest.
it's a little bit of everything.
But right there's the shirt. I'll even change the graphics so that you can see on his chest right there.
I wear the same hoodie every week because it's
That's
cold
not
out.
true. Sometimes you wear the blue one.
Yeah, no, I only have one. Actually, I have another one.
Did you bring my stickers? No.
Oh, wait, I'll have to look in the bag. Maybe. There's a slight chance that there... Actually, they might be in my trunk with a bunch of sheet metal. Actually, got a Bobby Bond door panel
Nice.
and a Joey Garofalo door panel.
Sweet.
Yeah,
That's
off
cool.
a Mod Light and a Super.
Couple more to add to the wall.
Oh, yeah, my friends in
Or the
Oswego. My
ceiling
good
or-
friends in Oswego
How many do you have?
took care of me. Wing panels? How many wing panels do I have? I don't know. I should bring one a week out here and just put it behind me. Like every week, just use a different one. That'd be a lot of work, though. Then I'd actually have to pay
That'd be a
attention.
lot of screwing around.
Not really, because I don't have that many. I only got 4 or 5 of them actually up. The rest of them are just stacked. I rotate them. I went through this week and rotated my diecast cars too. I put the ones away. I got to put these ones away. I want to bring out these ones.
Well, I've got a rotating stand that I just, about once a month, I give it a spin. And
Yeah.
we'll look at a different set.
I had a bunch of certificates of authenticity in the original boxes.
Uh huh.
They're all
Is that a
up in-
voicemail you're getting right now? That's not good.
Hey Kenny, it's Chris from the 31st lap. Was hoping to have you on. Can you call back when you snap back?
Yep. Well, are you gonna call him back in 5?
Yeah, I'm gonna call him back in a minute.
Okay, all
Yeah,
right.
but I had all the storage boxes from all my die-cast cars and stuff up in the attic, and some squirrels chewed through the side of our roof, and they destroyed all the boxes.
Oh, that
all the
sucks.
certificate of authenticities are all in. They're all squirrel nests. I'm like, you guys.
Oh, that does suck. I have all mine stacked. Well, right now it's in an unorganized mess in my office. And I have a couple shelves. Actually, I have a bookshelf, and it's serving as a bookshelf / diecast car shelf because I ran out of space on the shelf originally designated for it. Because I have too many Greg Hodnick cars, and that took up pretty much the entire one level of the shelf. So, I did buy a couple this weekend too. I went a little crazy down at the car show. Oof, man!
Every once in a while, you
I
gotta
bought a
do it.
Jeff Gordon car, sprint car, like the actual dirt sprint car, the number 6,
See,
Oh,
that's
really?
okay.
Yeah.
The white one or the black one?
black one.
Yeah.
And then I also bought a what did I get? A Brad Doty car, a Hall of
That's
Fame car,
nice.
and then I also bought a what was the other one I got? An Ed Lynch car, the 2L, just because it's different.
That was always a sharp-looking car.
Yeah. So those were the 3 I bought. I got my good friend Ray from Ray's Collectibles out in Ohio, Western PA. He took care of me, so I'll give it a couple minutes. Brightbill did literally say to me, he goes, "Yeah, I'll be on your show. Just hopefully I remember."
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
so. And if he doesn't show
Oh,
up,
good.
I'm blaming Jamie Weekneck because he set it up for me.
Again,
Good to have a goat, man.
not
Yeah.
Mike's fault.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. You know what? If he doesn't show up, it'd be like every other show that we thought was going to be good.
Well, I did get a text back from Alex Bright.
All right, so
who
we got
is
Alex
at
Bright.
the Chili Bowl, and he will be ready to go.
As a backup.
Do we want to call him now? Is he ready now?
He said he'd be ready at 7:45. We can. I mean, I don't see why.
What?
What is that?
Are you over there playing videos?
I'm playing the first show.
Is it? Oh, that's our show.
If Bombas did that,
Oh,
he'd
right.
have been real close to crawling down his throat.
Yeah, well, it's
It's a little bit
It's
different
episode 100, man.
because Mike is one of the co-founders.
Yeah, I was here from the beginning.
Yeah, he was here since day one.
Yeah, I remember Chris called me and said, "Hey, you want to do this?" I'm like, "Ugh, I got to drive to Seneca Falls." All right. Little did I know that we'd actually make it this far.
Yeah, and he still says,
I'm figuring we'd be done. I figured we'd be like, 2 weeks in, we'd be like, screw this. This sucks.
I know it was
"Wow,
actually.
this is fun."
yeah, but it was. Yeah, I know. Back then, it was actually fun, Mike. Remember?
Yeah, I remember when it was not a job. It's like everything else in racing. I remember when it was not a job.
Yeah, well, you might want to start having some birthdays. It makes it not feel like a job.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, Chris, I'm
Adored
enjoying
the
myself.
honesty. Adored the honesty. Wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, come on, racing. We all know there's times when it feels like a job, and like you love it, but it's
But
a
I mean,
job
in all
sometimes.
honesty, Mike, I mean, you are still having fun with this, right? I mean,
Yeah,
you
of
still
course.
enjoy-
Oh,
okay.
yeah,
All right,
yeah.
well,
I'm just
be
no.
nervous if
You know
you're
what?
not.
No, it sucks.
I mean, this is
I'm,
episode-
I'm never coming again. This is episode 100. I
This
was
is
coming here
episode
to say.
100.
It took
I was
us
coming here to say I quit. That's the only reason I
Chris,
can.
it took 100 to get rid of him, but
Yep, I'm out.
It was
Air high
I'm
five.
done.
Welcome to
Welcome to the last episode. You know what? And I'm
one-
taking the name with me, so you guys are going to have to use the 32nd lap or the 30th lap.
I thought maybe we'd go with like never.
Don't
mind.
do where you're going.
Never
I know where you're going with
do
that.
that. Don't
as long
do
as
that.
As long as everybody else read my mind.
Oh, man. So
Welcome to the 100th and final episode.
yeah.
Mike and I agreed. Unless they kick us off before number 100, we can't go any further.
Yeah, that's the wall. That's the ceiling. So
That's it. We're done.
Hey, all the
we
big
are.
races are 100 laps.
yeah. So
Yeah, some of them are 200.
what do we get into? Port Royal, you what do you want to do? You want to wait?
Well, I
a
want to
couple
hear more
minutes?
about this. I want to hear more about, and I know everybody out there listening in TV land wants to know more about this World of Outlaws
Well, sprint cars. There's a
thing.
couple announcements here the last couple days. What was it? Port Royal Speedway, October 25th, which again is Eastern States weekend, which is going to be cool. I have to assume because I love Port Royal.
And you also love Eastern States.
I know I'm in trouble. I am in serious trouble because that is one of my favorite weekends, Eastern States.
It's our
But
name.
to see the
Which
yes,
we- which-
I know, but
which-
to see the
yeah.
World of Outlaws at Port Royal, it's a tough
And they're
one.
not close enough to really make a run.
Zupi said he'll take over for me. Zupi, you don't want to spend money on gas to go to the grocery store, let alone drive out here. Wait till he hears that. There's a 5-second delay on this, or 10-second delay, or whatever.
Not
it is.
even that much. It's probably
Okay.
5.
All right. So yeah, so we
And
can,
it'll
hit
come
the
right
dump
back at
button.
him.
We can hit the dump button, right?
There's no dumb button. It's just this button right here where you talk along and all of a sudden nothing goes on. And then you hit the button and it comes back. It's just
okay. That's
it's
the
just
dump
a
button.
mute button. But there's
So you're the dump button.
yeah.
Oh, that's just wrong.
What the?
Somebody just posted.
Seriously?
What? Oh, did somebody? Are you reading the chat right now?
No.
Oh,
I
you're
can't
missing out.
see it.
No, you're missing out.
I bet. Everybody's
it's fine.
talking about is
Yeah.
any racing news at all, or can we tune out now?
No, no. That's one racing news, and of course, Fulton Speedway adding the date. That's pretty good too. So Fulton Speedway will have the World of Outlaws sprint cars, thankfully. And let me just go to the.
That's
front.
not against anything that's going to conflict with you, is
I think there's a modified show at ID8 Speedway, July 23rd.
it? Yeah.
So let's look at. I think ID8's ROC race is that date, or is that July 23rd? Let's look.
You don't have the super schedule done yet?
I don't have. No, I'm working on it.
Are you gonna make one?
I started it this week, and I got to tell you, it sucks. Oh.
Sucks to do or the schedule
it sucks
sucks?
to do. It sucks to do. It sucks. Okay, it's not ID8. That's Wednesday, June 24th. So we're okay.
So you're good.
Perfect.
I'm good. I can go to both. That's good. I got my schedule started actually.
Good.
Fulton on Wednesday.
This week?
No, because this has Wednesday, June 24th. The press release on Dirt Track Digest. What's that say?
What'd you do? Oh no.
It says returning July 23rd. Wednesday, July 23rd. So what's wrong? What's date's wrong?
Is it the day or is it the number?
I'm looking right now.
Oh boy.
Somebody's got a mistake.
Uh-oh. It's probably not DTD
No, it's probably.
Of course not.
though.
I know the guy that runs it. Believe me, it could be. Well, the 24th is a Thursday. So July 24th is a Thursday. So it's Wednesday. So the ID8 race is not on a Wednesday. That would be. Yeah. Oh wait, that's Wednesday, June 24th, not July.
Well,
that would make sense. That's the.
What are you
ROC
doing
race.
over there?
I'm stupid. That's what I'm doing over here. I'm getting dumber by the minute.
He said it.
Yeah. So.
You poor guy with your dilemma about Eastern States.
Oh, that's gonna suck, man.
I feel bad for you.
No, you don't.
Because here's the thing.
I love seeing you twisted.
I normally go Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's nice. You're there. It's fun. I may have to go Friday night Eastern States. Leave there, drive to Port Royal, and come back.
You could. I mean, in theory, you could do that.
In theory, that'd be stupid, but I could.
It would. How far is Orange County?
I bet you it'd be 3 hours because it took
Oh, that's
me-
not bad.
No,
That's
'cause
not
it
nearly
takes
as
me
bad as I thought it was going to be.
Took me July 23rd, Crazy 8 special. Ah, see, I knew something was at
That's the
88.
one.
Yep. Uh-oh.
So that is a dilemma, isn't it?
Yeah, no. Because by that point, that's midsummer. That's going to be, oh, thank God, it's only 15 minutes from home.
Well, I-88's not that far from your parents' house, is it?
No, it's an hour and a half from my parents' house.
Oh, it's a little farther than I thought.
Neil said he'll tweet updates from the port. Thanks, guys. Thanks for I'm going to the port.
Yeah,
I'm calling it now.
Did we just decide that?
I call he cries the whole ride to the port.
Yeah.
Jamie Weeknick's listening. I just told him, you get Brightbill yet?
Well,
Was he listening when you blamed the whole thing on him?
Yeah, no, actually, I'm
Okay.
going to blame it on his girlfriend. It's all her fault. It's
Oh,
like he's
okay.
not going
Better.
to, you know what? That's why he doesn't go to the races anymore, and that's why
okay, well,
he doesn't hang out anymore. He's no fun anymore. Ever since he's got this girlfriend, he's just the worst.
I got to be honest.
So
I'm
what-
glad that Jamie is in the live chat so that he has an opportunity to defend himself. Because that man.
Oh no, this is what I was doing to his girlfriend when I was there.
great. That's and you think that's going to help him get to more races, Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah. Your theory's flawed,
Yeah,
buddy.
because enough of that, and she's not going to be his girlfriend anymore.
Yeah.
And he won't have that
Well,
problem.
whose problem's that? Not mine.
Hey, I gotta give Mike credit. He tried to help out Bob Henry Jr. one time at an Apple.
Yeah, how'd that go?
And
Hey,
you know what? They're
I
still
made
together.
amends for that. We actually talked the last time I went to. I met them out at Dave and Buster's.
They're still together.
And now Jay was like, I was with you all weekend. But yeah. So Port Royal, Fulton, 2 good shows. World of Outlaws, good stuff. That's the newsmaker of the week, obviously. So
Yeah.
There's another late model tour that's coming to.
NDRL, but that is the
That's coming to
discussion.
Canandaigua.
That is the discussion.
Yeah,
I'm excited about that.
That caused a
coming to Canandaigua.
little ruffle in the feathers this weekend.
You want to know what's really exciting is my good friend Bo Lockwood from down in Brookville, Pennsylvania. There's a very good chance that he's going to be up here with that, and I don't usually get to see him much.
I don't even know
especially-
who that is.
It's only the Bo Lockwood.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you don't know who he is, that's okay. Bo Lockwood Motorsports.
No, okay. What's he do?
He drives late model.
Oh,
He's going to be up here for
yeah.
that. I haven't actually had the chance to see him in a late model.
it is going to be interesting how things progress at this point because obviously we know last week
lost the sanction for that race.
we saw they didn't lose the sanctioning. I talked to Mr. Scott Nicky last weekend. They lost the Super Dirt Series
Right,
race.
they lost the sanction for the dirt
right,
series
but they are
race.
still going to be
Still the
dirt
Jerry
car
Corcoran
sanctioned,
Memorial.
yes.
Modifieds are still sanctioned.
right. So no,
Thus far.
I mean, really, what's changed
today.
What's changed? Nothing. I mean, it's
They
lost the series.
They just
race,
don't have a
but-
tour race there.
Yeah.
Or excuse me, they don't have a
But
modified.
that's not any
tour race
different than
there.
the last couple years, though,
they
right?
didn't- Well, they didn't have one last year, I
The
believe.
year before they
the
might
year
have.
before
I think they had
it
2,
was.
and then they didn't have one last year. I think that's how that went. But
The Corcoran Memorial was a tour race at one point.
2
wasn't it?
years ago, yeah, but
Yeah,
it was
It was one
the
year.
first year it was
Yeah,
right.
First year.
Yeah.
And then the second year of the Corcoran Memorial, they got rain delayed like 12 times.
Is that the one they raced in the middle of summer, or they did?
They ended up, I think
Yeah, they
ultimately
ended
ended up getting run off in June, wasn't it?
I think
Something
so.
like that. I don't remember though.
I mean,
Yeah.
ultimately, they peeled the sanction for the series race. It's no longer a series race. It's not a points race
Yeah.
for dirt car.
Right.
And it's
The,
not
the,
only-
Corcoran Memorial race was supposed to be on the dirt series schedule, and it's
Right,
now
it's supposed to-
off the
Right.
schedule.
It's supposed to be April 19th, and now
yeah,
the
it's
first
it's
race
off
is
the dirt
open.
series schedule, but it's still happening.
Still on Canandaigua
Right.
schedule.
Canandaigua was still doing it.
And I really don't know if there's a whole lot up against that.
It all well.
You know what would be awesome if they brought back the fair championship race on Saturday. That would be out, or even if they did
Well,
it
they're
Friday,
closing
they did
the
it a
fair,
different
right?
night. Well, yeah, they're closed. I mean, I think it'd be outstanding. If
You
they
know
did-
what? I used to.
That was always
Middletown
so
used to-
cool with the modifieds, and they had the backdrop of the midway and the lights and everything, and you expose so many new people
I did that at
to the
what?
modified race. Even if
Yep.
you don't have to do a 10,000 or a 5,000 to win 100 lap or
Here's my
anything
question
crazy
though:
like
What
that.
did
Just
they
it.
do with that though? Because Middletown used to have the fair race, and it was cool that the Ferris wheel was overturned 3 whatever. or
But that was
4.
the only cool thing about it.
But then you
is
had to pay to get into the fair, and then you had to pay to get into the races. I mean, this was when I was just going as a fan. It was like the
Right.
biggest pain in the butt. And then you got to pay to park, and it's like, come on, I don't pay to park ever.
yeah,
I
because
don't.
you're Mike Mallet.
Yeah, no, I didn't pay to park then either
On the
because it was free to park in a freaking fairgrounds. Now I'm paying to
Takes
park.
the Dirt Track
I'm paying
Digest
it.
corporate jet.
No, I was
track to
not.
track.
Back then, I was not. Back then, I
It was
was.
fire on dirt then, wasn't it?
Well, back then, I was Joe Schmo, man. Nobody. I was Mike Mallet from Fort Plain, New York. That's it.
And now he's
Going
Joe
to the
Schmo.
races.
Nobody. Mike
Yeah.
Mallet from DTV.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. So,
Did you see the
No,
Did you see the Finger Lakes Times this week?
nope. Don't read it.
I know.
Is it? They still make they still print newspapers?
What's your problem, man?
Papers lie.
Yeah.
There was they don't lie because I read in there that Mike Mallet, co-host of the 31st lap, got an award from, we talked about it last
Oh,
week.
did you write about me? In the
Yeah,
paper?
yeah, I did.
Oh, cool. Did you
Yeah.
send me the link?
Must be nice to know somebody.
No, you're always on every racing thing known to man. I figured you would
You
find
find
I'm on the
that
Finger
somewhere.
Lakes one. Is it
It's Finger Lakes Times, not Finger Lakes one.
Finger
No.
Lakes?
In any case, don't go searching for it. We've watched you search on the computer enough for this episode.
I've done a crappy job of doing it too. Okay, fingerlakestimes.com. Is that what it's
He's so
on?
positive tonight.
FLTimes.com. I know.
Oh, that didn't work.
I love the Grumpy Mike episodes. It just so happened that it happened to, it was tonight, number 100, that we got Grumpy Mike.
I'm not grumpy. I'm fun. I'm fun, Mike, tonight.
You're fun, Mike. Yeah.
I've seen Fun Mike. This is not Fun Mike.
You're a freaking barrel of laughs over there,
Yeah.
Mike. I gotta tell you.
Okay, give Alex Bright a call and shut the hell up.
I love this
Then
show.
when we're done with that interview, we'll give Brightbill a call back. That'll be under sports on here.
Yeah, it should be.
All right. Oh, there's all the schools. Ooh, area motorsports.
Gotta give a call out to D'Amico Chrysler Dodge Jeep. Get over there if you haven't seen one yet. You got to see the new Jeep Cherokee. It's one of the baddest SUVs ever. I absolutely love it. I got to drive one. You got to see it, man. Hey, Alex.
Yeah, this should be fun. We finally get somebody live from the Chili Bowl.
Yep, and Balmas ain't
Balmas
here.
didn't have jack to do with it.
Updated January 14th.
Now that's funny right there.
Just saying.
Yep. Alex Bright joining us on the D'Amico Chrysler Dodge Jeep hotline. Alex, welcome to the program.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
No problem. We appreciate you taking some time out. I hear things are going pretty well for you down there at the Chili Bowl.
Absolutely awesome. Yeah, got third on the prelim night on Tuesday night, so we're locked in the A main for Saturday.
I mean, how important is that to get that out of the way? I mean, to be locked in for Saturday that early in the week, it's got to make you feel pretty good.
Relax the whole week, not have to worry about anything. So it's pretty amazing. I mean, coming from the first year and last year that I ran here, running in the C and B main and figuring out what we have to do to get into the show and how many cars we have to pass and what we have to do to the car, just to be locked in this year is quite a feat.
You mentioned you got a lot of downtime. What do you do in Tulsa, Oklahoma in January during the downtime?
I'm here at the track right now. I'm actually out in the truck so I could hear, but
Well, we appreciate it.
Yes, thank you.
watching the races. That's pretty much it. I know some guys after the races, go to the casino or whatnot, but pretty much just the races. That's what goes on.
I know we have friends that normally, all of us have a gentleman that's normally on the show here with us, but he took the night off due to, the Chili Bowl. He's sitting home on his couch right now watching the live feed. So, take us through the experience last night and the race and how things went for you and how you put yourself in a position to make that A main for Saturday.
Started off real good. Went out and practiced. Car felt pretty good. Just fine-tuning a little bit for the heat race. Ended up starting fourth in the heat race. Got a really good start. Took the lead on lap one. Went around the outside of some guys. And ended up winning that. Then that put me, I think I was the fifth top points, or somewhere around there. So I started fifth in the qualifier. And I was actually a pretty stacked qualifier. Going into that race, I was thinking, me and my crew chief were thinking, if we pull out a fourth or a fifth out of this deal, we're doing good. We'll make the feature start top 12. I was in a qualifier with Kyle Larson, Brady Bacon, Zach Dahm, Shane Cottle.
Man.
A lot of the big guys. So, then just got a good start there. Passed Larson on the outside, and just kept moving my way forward. And then Brady Bacon and Zach Dahm got a little bobbled up and slid both of them in turns 3 and 4 and put me in the second. And a couple laps to go, ran down Cottle, just about passed him for the lead, but figured got to keep the car in one piece to make the show. So didn't push the issue, but that second place in the qualifier lined me up outside pole for the A main on the prelim night. So the track was a little rough on the top side. I don't know anybody who didn't make a mistake around the cushion, but got it bobbled up a couple of times. Ended up third in the race, but it got crazy with lap traffic. I mean, all three of us dicing in and out of it, top and bottom. I think sometime during the race, we all switched positions for the lead there, but it came down last lap. It just Beeson ended up winning with Dom in second and me in third. So
You mentioned a name in there that we've all heard, Kyle Larson. What goes through your mind when you're passing Kyle Larson at the Chili Bowl?
At the time of racing, it's just another car on the track to me. But you get out of the car after the race and you think about what you just did, and it's like, I just passed Kyle Larson, basically a NASCAR driver coming up this year. I passed him in the midget, that's where he started in, that's what he was the best in. So you feel really good, you get pumped up, and that really gains confidence.
Go ahead, Chris.
When those two got tangled up and it gave you the opening to get by both of them at the same time, how big did that hole look when you were making that pass?
The hole looked really big. It wasn't that big. They fouled, and I was right behind him. It was a split-second decision to shoot below both of them. And, if Dom or any of them would have went for it at the same time I went for it, there probably could have been an accident, but I got the luck of the draw. They say the Chili Bowl is 80% luck, 20% skill, so it just ended up working for me, and we had a fast car to get it done anyway, so I just got to thank my guys for giving me a great car, my grandfather for letting me run it, and Fontana Automotive and Elite Chassis is just definitely a fast car.
What now? What are you pointing at me for over there? I see you're over there keying away. I was wondering what was going on in live chat.
Well, no, I'm scrolling through. There's a lot of people talking different topics in here.
Yeah.
So one of the things,
the way you were keying, I just thought,
I
thought there was a live chat
I was looking and
for
going
Alex,
back and forth. Take us through now. You're in the show. What is the process when you figure out where you start and all that for Saturday night?
I'm not 100% sure, but I believe the guys who come in first will start 1 through 4. I think it's like a pill drill. Like the guys who start or 1 will pull pill 1 through 4, and then second we'll do 5 through 8. So I think I'll start between 9th and 12th.
So
still,
that's not bad.
You're in the field, and like you alluded to, it's 80% luck. So who knows what can happen? Anything can happen in front of you when that track gets racy and everybody starts diving and crossing up in front of each other. Who knows what can happen?
Exactly. It's a 55-lap race, so there's a lot of time to get it done, but there's a lot of time for things to happen. So we'll just have to take it from there and see what happens on Saturday.
Since that preliminary event, how many laps now do you have to run before you go into Saturday? Do you have to be on the track at all, or are you just going to go out there and run some practice laps so you can keep a tab on what the track's doing?
That's pretty much it. Just I think they give us a couple practice laps before the D mains or C mains, and I think that's really for the Chili Bowl. It's just to see if your car runs. They redo the track every so often after so many races, so you never know what it's going to be until you really get out on the track.
Mm-hmm. Not having to run all the extra laps. Well, how does that change the burden on the team in terms of you're saving tires, you're saving wear on the motor, you're obviously saving fuel, you're saving wear and tear on the car. You run 5 times as many laps trying to get into the field on Saturday. The wear parts are going to have that much more wear on them. What does that save on the car and your expenses? What kind of burden on the team does that help you out as much as it would seem?
It definitely does. I think what I have locked in the show definitely helps out a lot more than the guys who have to run the B and C mains. They get more laps, but the chance to make it in the show is a lot slimmer.
Sure.
So, as far as saving the equipment, we don't have to pay for the tires to get into the show, and it's just what we have is put new tires on for the race, and the engine, that's only an extra couple laps. So, as far as that goes, I don't think it affects that too much. But just to be locked in and not have to worry about going through the B mains or because I think the B mains are pretty exciting, if not more exciting than some of the other normal races throughout the year, just for everybody trying to make it in all or nothing. A lot of guys don't care.
Right. I mean, we've talked to John about this, and we talked about it on the Chili Bowl show there a couple years back. We were looking at, I think it was episode number 28 or something. We were looking back through the past show history about how deep those consolation qualifiers go, and you can be running 2 F mains, 2 G mains.
Yeah, they go way.
They go real deep, and you finally get down to the 2 B mains, and if you've made it to that point, boy, you want to go for broke. That's your last chance to punch a ticket into that feature on Saturday.
Exactly. I mean, even the feature last night, I was watching that, and Rico Gray and J.J. Yaley were going at it for 4th place just to try to get in the A main, and I think Rico ended up taking out J.J. Yaley for 4th place.
Wow.
Ended up flipping and landing right before the start-finish line at the checkered.
Oh, man.
That was an all-for-broke move, and that wasn't even for getting knocked in the A. That was just for starting up front in the B.
Right. Can you believe
Well, it's
that?
all or nothing there. I mean,
That's
winner,
it, too.
I mean, that's the ultimate. You either got to win it or go home, because it's staggering, the difficulty in qualifying.
Well, I can't remember the name of the driver last year that John was telling us about that was in, I almost want to say it was either the G main or maybe a K main or something like that, and raced all the way up through and got pretty far up the alphabetical ladder.
But making it to the A, it's almost
well,
impossible.
they didn't make it to the A. No, I don't even think they made it to the C. But
yeah,
he talked about how far up they've gone. I think the only person that ever would if they failed to get into the A main on their first opportunity and had to go that deep, the person with the best odds would probably be named Swindell.
Yeah. Even then, though,
I think he might be the only one. There might be another guy or two in there, but I think he may have been the only one to actually go through the alphabet soup and get into the show.
What's it going to take for you to knock those guys off?
He already told you, 80% luck and 20% skill.
Preparation.
Yeah.
Just make sure I get my sleep and rest, and try not to party too hard. And no, but just sleep, rest, and make sure the car's ready. We pretty much are done maintenance on our car, so make sure my guys are on top of getting the car ready, and that's all we can do until I get on the track myself. So.
Well, we got you. Let's talk a little bit about your season back home with ARDC and how things went for you there. Top 10 in the points at the end of the year.
Yeah, wasn't really running for points. Missed a couple of shows. Ended up running. I was running for R&W, the big midget team out in Indiana, for about the first half of the season. So missed a couple of ARDC shows. So we pretty much weren't running for points, but got back in my own car about halfway through the season, and came back alive with that. Picked up 3 wins, 1 win at Williams Grove, so that was a big win. Never won there before. That was pretty exciting to win at such a big and historical track. And then the doors kind of opened up. I thought I was going to have an off season, and next thing you know, I got a call to go down to Australia. So I was pretty much only been back in the States for 3 weeks or so after the last race of the season at Susky.
Wow.
What was it like racing down under?
It's amazing. First of all, I guess I didn't have to deal with any of the cold weather. I hear it got pretty cold.
Yeah, it was
temperatures.
It was fairly miserable.
I was enjoying it down there in t-shirt and shorts. But I had good races down there. I ended up picking up the win in the Magic Man 34 race. That's, I guess, one of the biggest races down there. And then actually I was just down there. I actually just got into Tulsa on Sunday, down in Australia racing again at the Australian national title. Ended up getting second in that.
Wow.
So
not bad.
Getting lap time, and that's what it is. You just have to have as much lap time as possible to be ready for this deal.
What is if you could compare racing there to racing here, how different is it, or is it basically just the same with people have different accents?
It's the same people with different accents.
Yeah.
Just as tough. I wouldn't say tougher, but I would say just as tough as ARDC. even some of the, like, USAC guys, some of the guys down there could definitely compete with the USAC guys. So
I heard their modified division was a lot like a wingless sprint car.
Yeah,
Just
it's
with
a
a
little
modified
different,
body on it. The wheelbase was a little bit shorter.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not too sure about that. I'm not a modified guy. I'm an open wheel person.
Well, you're smart.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I
We set Mike
I
up
like
for-
all
we set
kinds of
Mike up for
racing.
that.
Yeah, yeah. But well, that's very cool. What are the plans here once you get home from the Chili Bowl? Or you got any more plans or other things lined up, or what's the plan?
I'm actually going back down to Australia on Tuesday. So,
Wow.
Man.
Be down there for a couple weeks, and then once I get back, gear up for our season.
Oh, that's cool.
Just had to stop in and win the Chili Bowl real quick. I'm heading back to Australia.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so
I think you're just trying to duck out of the cold weather we got coming back.
I know.
Yeah.
Close to cold weather. He's getting his Oklahoma.
Yeah, yeah. Well, hey man, we don't want to keep you too late here. We appreciate taking your time out of your busy day to come on. If there's any sponsors, any people you want to thank, any websites, Facebook, Twitter, any of that you want to give a shout out to, feel free to do that now.
yeah, I'd like to thank my grandfather, obviously, Joe Hemler, Lightcap Electric, his business, PXP Racewear, it's most comfortable racing underwear that you can wear, Bell Helmets, keeps you safe, and then also for anybody listening, Alex Bright 77 on Twitter. Shoot me or follow me. I keep updates, and I'll let you know how I'm doing.
We'll keep an eye on it. We'll find out how things are going. You gonna tweet from in the car?
Haven't mastered that yet.
No.
Driving with one hand, tweeting with the other. No. Well, Alex, hey man, thanks a lot, and best of luck to you. And if you win, we're gonna have you back on.
Yeah, you're gonna have to make some time from down there in Australia to stay up late and hang onto the phone.
Will do.
All right, man. Thanks a lot.
Thank you for having me on.
Have a
thanks
good
a lot,
one.
buddy.
Thanks, Alex. Good luck.
All right. Thank you.
Yep,
Bye-bye.
bye.
Bye-bye.
I want to go to Australia now.
I want to
As
call
soon as we start
Balmas.
talking about it, I want to go to Australia. I can't help it. It just sounds awesome.
I want to call Balmas and rub it in that we just had somebody from the Chili Bowl call.
An A-main qualifier on the show.
Yeah, but I gotta.
Is that our first A-main
think- I think
qualifier?
we've had-
I don't think we've had a person from the Chili Bowl in the middle of the week on, though. That's the first.
We
I
haven't
don't-
had anybody. We've had past A-main qualifiers on,
Right,
but nobody
right.
that was in the cycle
in the cycle
of the
of-
Chili Bowl.
Right. You gonna try our other? Give it one more shot.
Yeah, I'll give him a call.
And if
yeah, we'd hate to have you blaming Andy's girlfriend.
I hate all racing.
I
No,
know that.
there's an intense debate going on in here between GT and Zupi about Utica Rome and NASCAR and dirt car. It's entertaining. No,
Nothing
no.
good.
Look at the sources: Zupi and GT. I mean, it's really nothing.
And you're the fearless leader in front of the both of them.
Well done. Well
Sadly, I am fearless.
It's okay. You can only lead them.
Yes.
You cannot make them
Can
drink.
bring them to the promised land of sprint car racing.
But you cannot make them enjoy it. No.
done. No luck.
Well,
luck,
that's
man.
No love.
about right for show number 100.
Yeah.
You know what? We'll
we
just,
hit a solid ground rule double again.
now we're all busting
One
on
hopper.
Zupi. I told him Jeff Gordon will win the NASCAR title from Utica Rome. Mark my words. We're on that debate right now.
Only if they add them to the chase.
Well, we're debating. We're talking dirt car, and we're talking Utica money and NASCAR money, and there's a lot of money in both. I mean, if you look at dirt car, they got a good program. They pay some money, and at the end of the year, guy, what was it, $30,000 or $40,000 championship, whatever it ends up
Pretty good
paying.
take.
Not a bad deal. And there's 20 races this year.
It'll buy you 80% of a new motor.
Yeah,
Yeah, but and that's a point fund, is it not?
yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna make some money there, and then they do there's a home track deal. I don't even know what the home track guys get anymore. I don't know.
No, but there's
It
also
wasn't. It used to be like 2,000 or
Some-
1,500
something
or
along
something
those
like
lines.
that. Yeah, so you got that money.
and you got 20 races. You said it six
$6
grand to win
That's still the best. I mean, when you look at
consistently.
modified purses, like series purses, they're still the best. Their purses are the best. I mean, it's a $30,000 something dollar, $36,000 purse. It's still the best. I mean, I think ROC is 18 to 20,000 total. I mean, Utica Rome's big shows are good purses, obviously, but that's not a series. It's just a couple of Utica
Brett
Rome
Deo's
races.
now
Brett
dipping the
Deo's
toes in the
stuff's-
water with that.
Yeah, his isn't bad either. So, but
And he's doing real good by everybody by trickling it down. It's not
he's
top
paying.
right.
He's doing pretty well with that Super Series. I mean,
It's not top heavy, but still at the top of it. You're still taking good purse home at the top
you're taking home good money to win it. But if you finish 10th, 12th, 15th,
You're
still,
doing okay.
You're not doing too bad.
Right. It was worth showing up the race.
Yeah.
You know,
It's not like 5,000 to win and
Nothing.
Here's your pit pass back.
Good luck.
Fred Raymer and Buzz. Somebody just sent me a picture of Fred Raymer and and Kenny Brightbill talking.
Yeah. Is that why he's not talking to us?
Yeah, exactly. Talking to Fred Raymer. I will get this done if I will figure out a way.
Well, I mean.
Oh, now we're coming back through here. We're going through the Utica Rome purses are top heavy. Yada yada.
There we go. You know who? I didn't have anything for top heavy. I tried. Domingo Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. I tried.
You're such a liar. It's right on the tip of your tongue. You just
yeah,
let
but
it go.
It's not appropriate.
If you shut me up, shut up.
We don't want to do that. Domingo Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is continuing their 50th anniversary at the headquarters. Actually, they're not. They're into the next one now. I should have rewrote that.
51st anniversary?
Yeah, they're into their 51st anniversary. Domingo Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Route 520 on the west side of Geneva. They're welcoming in that all-new Jeep Cherokee. You got to get over there to see it. D'Amico's are going to guarantee the dealer offered there. It will be better from top to bottom than any other dealer in the area. Bring your quote in from another dealer. They're going to guaranteed save you money. Along with a complete inventory of new 2013 and 2014 models and fresh pre-owned cars, the D'Amico dealership also offers a variety of other automotive services, including auto loans, lease specials, full-service auto repair shop, and a parts store. Visit Mike Godkin and Mike D'Amico online at D'AmicoChryslerDodgeJeep.com or call the shop at 855-261-3035. Store opens daily at 8:30, Monday to Saturday. A little bit of business out of the way.
Well done.
Thanks. Other than the
Hey, he cleared it up.
I'm in there.
Yeah, we're debating. We're still going on this.
Yeah,
and of course, Utica,
guess
you got the American Racing money, the Dirt Mod Cup there. Guy wins tires and money. You've got
There's a
NASCAR money. If a guy can if can find a Friday NASCAR track, run pavement somewhere, there's some serious coin to be made or if you run Grandview. I know I talked to Jeff Strunk at the car show, Motorsports, and he is looking anywhere he can to find a ride to run Sundays, because then you'll have Grandview Saturday night points, and then you'll have Utica Sunday. The chances of winning a national championship obviously increase the more nights you race. I mean, Craig Von Dorn got a top 10 running one NASCAR track a week.
Yeah, and if Strunk gets in 2-3 nights a week in that, and not taking anything away from Von Dorn, but if he's finishing 10th in one night a week, Strunk's gonna
put a couple nights together.
Yeah, if you can get a car and go, there's serious money there.
You got to find them, though. I mean, like,
you got to. Well, there's. We've talked about it on this show.
Yeah, we've
100 episodes. We've talked about it 98 times. There's no ride. There's no.
Well, between finding a car and then you got to find a track that's within reason. I mean, look at where Von Dorn is. How many NASCAR options does he have down there?
He's got one. That's it. I mean, he's got.
So
I don't know what the pavement.
So he's got to come
down
up
there.
Well, he might have a few more pavement options, but up here, what have you got for NASCAR options? NASCAR sanction is it Spencer?
Yeah,
and then.
Chemung too,
and you got Chemung, and you got Utica Rome.
Yeah, so in New York, no, there's 5 tracks or 6 tracks.
Is it?
What else? There's somebody else.
There's an asphalt track that I'm missing. I can't think of it.
Nah, I don't know if Howland. Of course, there's. If you did your research, Chris, before the show, we had all this.
I didn't know we were going the direction of NASCAR versus dirt sanction. How many tracks are going to be in New York? That's one of the glories of the live show.
Why is Chris doing the research? You got the laptop.
Yeah. No, but this. No,
this is one of the things you've been searching all night.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
What show was it?
Between 1 and 100.
1 to 100. Go.
No, what show was it that we?
We started trying to. We started.
Every time we try to do standings, we're sitting there and
we tried to. We used to come in and we would have stacks of paper like this.
Yeah.
And we wouldn't get the stuff.
And we would never use any of it because this is what we do.
And we would just kind of fly off it. And
Riverhead. Forgot Riverhead.
Oh.
So according to last year, you have Chemung, Riverhead, Spencer, Holland.
Oh, Holland is okay.
Yeah, and then I'll assume you got to add Utica Rome into that. So 5 tracks. Seems to be about right.
How many of those are dirt?
Airborne is now in 2. Yeah.
So again, you got travel, and you've also got an issue where only one of them's dirt. So you got to have an asphalt ride.
Well, you could go run Airborne on Saturdays, and it's 358.
You could, but I mean, I'm still looking at the travel side of things too. Unless there's there's enough money out there for it. It might be worthwhile making that trek, but that's
a long ride going up there. even Grand View to Utica's not a fun ride. I mean, that's 4 hours of fun, if you will.
I don't know if you're using the right word there.
Oh, it is the worst.
And with that, you still have the ride home from Utica to wherever home
after
is.
you're done.
After you're done. So let's say you get out of there. Let's say you get out of there 10 o'clock. You're getting back home.
Whoa. We're done by 9.
9? Okay. 9
get it
o'clock.
right. Jeez.
Well, you got to load up. You got to load up. You get all that stuff together. So
Listen,
it's giving them an
the
hour.
Pro Stock features on lap 7, and you see Pat Ward and Larry White's haulers going out of there.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Yeah, gone and far away are the days where the mod guys stuck around.
All I'm saying, I was giving him some time to load up, get food, whatever. So
yeah.
So anyway.
Yeah, oh yeah, you can. I mean, it's all on how you want to make it.
So you're still going to be home around 1 o'clock. I guess that's not so bad.
It's so late.
It's not so bad if you got to work on Monday if you're acclimated to it.
Yeah. And now, so yeah.
Has anybody committed from that circle down there?
Nobody, not yet. I mean, I think it's early. I mean, I talked to a lot of guys this weekend at the show, and almost everybody's like, well, this is what we think we're doing.
Yeah, a lot of
I'm not positive yet. I'm not sure where I'm going. We'll make our plans here in the next few weeks. I don't know if we're going to Florida. We're still debating. Things like that. I mean, it is only January, but for me, it's like, come on.
The thing is we had so much news in November, it feels like we should have more stuff by now.
Yeah.
It feels like we should have more drivers committed. It feels like we should have more schedules. And the thing is we got so much news in November.
We're not used to
all
that.
the good news is
all the good news.
Well, not the good news, but the
major
meaty,
news.
the meaty stories.
Yeah,
right. I did chat with Billy Colton. And we talk about this. That Shepard's car, his first car, is almost done. In terms of it's at Troyer right now, getting built, so it's not even to the shop yet.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
Wow. That's kind of cutting time short for Florida.
Well, he just signed up a month ago. You figure? What was it? Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it was about
a little over a month. I mean, month and a half. And you can't expect Billy to. I mean, I guess you can expect him because it's just a house car, but doesn't he have to deal with the? He's got all the orders from people that are order cars too. I mean,
he's got to get the business end.
You got business
done.
money in that.
You can go ahead and take this one. I'm not about to question how Billy's doing his orders.
What? No, but I'm just saying. I'll assume that's how he's doing. You know what I'm saying? Right? Would that be the?
No, I understand exactly what you're saying.
Yeah,
you would think in order to keep now 2 house cars,
that's going to change it up.
You're going to need to push the business end of the deal.
Yeah, I mean, and if Shepard does well, he'll have to expand the shop. Ultimately,
yeah,
that's because you'll sell race cars. That's the key. I mean, what's the next hot item?
I can tell you right now, out at Canandaigua, there was a lot of Troyers that showed up last year, and especially in the sportsman ranks.
Yeah. Yeah,
and they ran well out there with them.
Yeah, the Troyers are good cars. I mean,
and that's the same
especially
car.
The guys that really like them are the guys running the what is that? So the small block version, the lower, the whatever they've done. I'm not smart enough to figure that crap out.
At one point, we talked to Jimmy Phelps, and he was running that down at 5 Mile.
Yeah,
and won with it.
There was a Max Flex car or something along those lines, and then there was that 358 Pro.
The 358 car is the one that's the money right now. Everybody loves that.
That's the one that we
think Colson's won the championship with that at 5 Mile Point. Mm-hmm. That's one of those cars. I think Jim Gabriel was running one.
Yeah.
That seems to be the money car right now. Was that car?
That was cool to see Colston win that, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was neat at EMPA 2 weeks ago to see him there, and being recognized with the President's Award and all that. That was pretty. He earned it. I mean, coming back from the brink of where he could be right now.
You left with a little hardware out of there.
Huh? Yeah, you missed it. Yeah, we talked about it last week. But thanks.
Well, congratulations.
Appreciate it. It was nice. Like I told him last week, it's nice to, it's nice to see that people notice what you're doing.
Well, good. Now you got it out 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, it was a humbling experience, as I said. I'm usually full of crap, and we're full of myself, one or the other, and
we're both.
And then I get up there with a microphone, and I was like, "This is the worst speech ever." You want to try him one more time?
I still can't believe that you got up in front of everybody and had nothing to say.
I had nothing to say. I told you I had nothing to say.
As much time as you spend talking.
Yeah. I couldn't believe it. I got to be honest with you. I couldn't believe it myself.
You talk right off the cuff.
I'm normally fine. I'm normally not nervous. Nothing. I got up there and I was nervous as hell. I was just freaking out.
I guess it's different when they're trying to reward you.
Yeah, you're getting an award for something. Yeah, you're normally not used to getting rewarded for your efforts.
And it's only the worst speech ever because I've never won anything and had to do it.
It was the worst speech ever, by far. By far.
Yeah.
But, hey.
I feel your pain.
Oh, Shepard is building a rubber floor Troyer. Ooh. That's the rumor. You know what we'll have to do, Chris? We'll have to set this up again for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
And I'll have to call him.
We can push that back 2 weeks. We'll pair that up with Ralph's.
Okay, yeah, I'll try to get him again. And
that's a full show. Stop.
Yeah, I know. Can you believe it?
You know, thankfully, Alex Bright responded.
We got him. Yeah, we got him. That was good.
The anticlimactic episode 100 where everyone forgot.
Yeah, I know. Man. You know what, though?
Listen, I still can't believe we've done this.
Here's the difference in doing other stuff. How many times have we done it? Where,
well,
you set stuff up ahead of time, and then you ultimately...
Oh, yeah. I mean,
you try to make the phone call, something happens, it doesn't work. It is what it is. It happens.
I can't remember
and
what
then
driver...
we don't set it up, and we've got six people ready to go.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I remember the episode. I can't remember what driver we were trying to contact, but we had the wrong phone number. We're calling, and the guy goes, that's not this
wrong number.
Yeah, we called him, and we left a message, and we call again, and nobody answered. We call again. He finally picked up. He goes, I don't know who you are or what you're trying to do. At that point, we didn't even really know to mute it, so I'm kind of leaning off to remember, we were over here against this wall.
Yeah.
And I was leaned over, and I looked at Mike, and I'm like,
here, had it over there.
Yeah.
You know what?
Just put them on anyway.
Okay, Chris.
Yeah.
I think I got it through the introduction here. Hold on. Hold on, let's see how it sounds.
Oh, my God.
Mike, welcome. How you doing, Chris? We're doing all.
Oh, he was excited then, too.
Live from FingerLakes1.com studios in Seneca Falls, New York. This is the 31st lap.
It's too funny.
Bringing you everything there is to know about motorsports in the greater Finger Lakes region.
Obviously, we were lying there.
And we're going to cover it here weekly.
Well, no, Mike still knows pretty much everything.
Oh.
Are we really going to do this?
The biggest race of the season, Super Dirt Week. Mike, you were there. What'd you think?
I got mixed emotions about it, Chris. You have a good time when we go to Super Dirt.
Look how professional I sound. What happened?
Now you're showing up in hoodies and slouching.
Yeah, I know. I used to wear a tie every show. We weren't even being filmed.
Well, it was only the first one that you wore a tie to.
Yeah.
It was only the first one. Because after that, we brought in the cameras. We can actually verify that didn't happen.
Yep. I'm going to have to listen to that again later.
Oh,
take
man.
it back.
I can remember sitting. We hit the record button, and there was this split second as
we looked at each other like
the intro opened, and we looked at each other, and we thought, "What did we just do?"
Yeah. We used to do a lot more NASCAR. I mean, we've been pretty good at staying away from the NASCAR.
Thank God.
Oh, yeah, I know. We've been good with that.
I know. Did you hear about the NASCAR purse at Utica Rome?
It's top heavy.
Oh man. Yeah, that's obviously the debate. I find it interesting that the debates lately in the chat room have been a little bit different than what we're talking about.
I like that. I'm
fine
cool
with
that. I think that's good. I'm glad that the fans are engaged both by the show and by each other. I mean, I think that's kind of neat. When you think about it, they're
pretty
coming
unique.
in to converse with each other. It serves as a, what do they call those when you talk with a bunch of people? A live chat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. When did we pick up the live chat? I don't remember that.
Boy, that was when we picked up live stream, which would have been
episode.
Might even have been episode 2.
No, episode 2 is recorded, but I don't think it was live stream, was it?
Mm-mm.
You're right.
We used to have one camera up in the corner.
Yeah, that's right.
And it covered like the whole room.
Yeah, and we were in the corner. It was like, you ever see the reindeer cam, the app for a smartphone?
Don't we have one up? Oh, we don't have.
We don't have it anymore.
Oh,
no, it's under the James Bond camera. Is that one you're talking about? This is the James Bond camera right here. It's underneath the computer.
Whoa, that's an interesting angle.
That is not a good angle.
Hey, I'm on camera.
Hey, wait, that's not a good angle either.
Who wins this weekend?
Who wins this weekend?
What's this weekend?
I believe they're referencing Chili Bowl.
Chili Bowl.
Jesus, Bombas, welcome back.
Oh. Listen, if I'm not going, it's not a race. I don't pay attention.
There you go. There's your answer. It doesn't count, boys.
It's
you
know what?
It must not. There's no real race car drivers.
Hold on, I gotta actually see who's qualified so far.
Someday I hope to carry the computer bag for Mr. Mallet after we fly someplace.
Hey,
I'll
as
be
long
coach.
as you don't sign a press release that says 4-star escort service, you can carry my bag anytime.
I'll fly coach. He can fly in his first class seat like usual. And, and I'll get to carry his computer bag. That'll be a true honor.
Yes.
And the award-winning Mr. Mallet.
Boy, that's great to say. I can't say that now.
Great.
I won an award before.
Yeah?
Best announcing, or no, what was it? A Writer of the Year, Dirt Track Digest.
How do you order your hats?
What hats?
You have to special order those?
No, I get ones that stretch, flex fit.
Oh, like this one.
Yeah, flex fit.
Those earphones are looking
flex
tight.
fit, buddy. Flex fit. Good
God.
Those
stuff.
headphones are starting to look really
No,
small.
I want to see who's in the show already. Let's see.
What would happen if we couldn't break each other's grapes?
We wouldn't have a show
we wouldn't
because
even be
that's what
here.
we do, you know.
I'm going with. I mean,
Well, Kevin Swiddle had problems tonight, according to what I'm reading.
oh no.
Yeah, he had
that's
a flat tire or something and something else.
So what are they going to do?
I'm picking a
they
new
probably
winner.
already have the check made out to him.
Yeah, I'm picking a
It's
new
got
winner.
Swindell written on it somewhere.
Just got to fill in.
No, I'm gonna pick somebody. Well, Swindell's in, right? He finished top 3.
Mm-hmm.
Sammy's in. He was top 3 on the second night. Last night.
T-Mac run yet?
I don't know.
I don't know. There's only 220 cars to keep.
Yeah, there's
track
only 200. Well, you know
I'm
what?
relying
This is
on
where you
John
need
Thomas.
Bomas, yeah, because he would
Oh,
tell
wait.
you.
He's a no-show.
Well, Caleb Walsh, Sammy's in. Chris Window. I mean, you got to almost go with freaking Sammy. I mean, how can you not? I'm not going to pick him. I'm going to pick.
Did you
That's
hear
his
it? He did it.
You almost got to go with Sammy.
You
but
almost
I'm not
got
gonna
it,
pick
but
him.
I'm not going to. I'm not even going to do.
His
I'm
parachute.
not even going to do the parachute. I'm not even going to do
You
it.
just did.
You already
already
did it.
did.
It's
How about
out,
this?
deployed.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that,
You're
too.
coasting safely down no matter what happens.
I did win that, too. Best announcing team. Me and the Cowboy, Paul Small. It was back in the day.
Wow.
They're from Fonda Speedway.
Wow. He was at
BT's
Black
reminded
Rock
me.
a couple times.
He was
Yeah.
at
All year.
CMP.
I believe. I heard
I know
some
he-
rumors that he will be at Thunder Mountain in 2014.
Oh,
Thunder
wow.
Mountain is coming back to the
Yes,
for
it
the
is. Yes, it is.
Yes,
it
show.
is. Yeah. So he is in
You
the
pick
show.
somebody?
Past champions provisional. So Kevin Swiddell will be in the show. I'm gonna pick Caleb Armstrong.
Caleb Armstrong.
He won last night. So sure, there's my pick.
You gonna go with?
I'm going with Alex Bright,
Alex Bright.
just
Alex
because
Bright.
we
I'm
had
not
him
gonna
on the
pick him
show.
to. I'm not gonna do that to jinx him because I have not picked right in about 6 months.
I never pick right, but since
When's the last
sent-
time we actually picked right
Um,
without actually using 16 reserve picks?
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna qualify my pick by mentioning 6 drivers before. That way, I have a gotcha in the event that.
Yeah. So my
No.
fallback option is Sammy Swindell, but I'm gonna go with Caleb Armstrong.
I didn't think.
no parachute, huh? No,
I
I'm
don't
taking
care.
Alex Bright simply because
He was on the show.
he's
Oh.
in the show.
And your
And-
fallback is gonna be JJ Yaley because he's been on the show too.
No,
He's gonna take Bobby Allison as his fallback.
I was gonna pick Mike Mallet, but I figured.
Yeah.
they
Oh, you
couldn't
know, on a
fit him in
side note,
midget.
this is
Oh.
a random thought, but
You
I
bet.
mentioned Bobby Allison.
Yeah.
I got the chat with Harry Gant, as I said.
Right.
And my earliest racing memory ever is being at Fonda Speedway, and there was 2 gremlins sitting next to each other. One was the Miller 22 of Bobby Allison.
Right.
The other one was a green School Bandit 33 Harry Gant. They were gremlin modified. I remember walking around the cars, getting autographs, all that. Well, I brought that up to Harry Gant. I said, this is kind of cool. I've always wanted to meet you, whatever. I remember meeting you when I was a little kid, and he goes,
That made him feel young.
yeah, well, no, and he said, he goes, I remember being at Fonda. He goes, and there was a couple things they told me you had to do. And he's telling a story about, he's like, first they said, don't run into the wooden fence on the front stretch, because if you do, you won't come out. And you go, and it ends badly.
Oh
And he goes, when you go into turn 1, he goes, it's going to be really dark because the lights suck down there. and then what was the third? Something about turn 3 and don't lift. If you lift, you're going too slow. Or something like that. And he was, and they told me, he goes, yeah, I started at the back. He goes, I kept waiting and waiting and waiting for, that Johnson guy to pass me because I heard how good he was. He goes, and then all of a sudden the number 4 went by me, and I was like, oh, wow. He goes, then I learned what I was doing. I kind of kept up with him for a little bit, but I just tried to stay out of the way. But it was cool, because he brought up the 4, and then, he mentioned Lazaro's name, and he's like,
Right.
and Jack Johnson. I'm like, that, I mean, the fact that was like 1986 or 87, whatever, 85.
Right.
And the fact that he remembers all that, that's still, to me, is just
One of
that
those
was
body panels off the
Oh.
22A is hanging in Amy's checkered flag
yeah,
off the Miller. It would have been the Miller American car.
yeah,
Correct.
that was,
Yeah, that was
That
it was
was-
the white version of that.
yeah.
I
Was
thought
that, is that
was-
the actual Gremlin body?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I would
Yeah.
love to have that. I'll never get it.
Good luck.
No, you
Shoot
probably
him.
won't ever get it.
What do you got to
She
trade
will
that for?
Shoot you.
Yeah.
On the
What'd
way
you
out
have to
the
trade
door.
it for? I got some good panels.
Yeah, I don't
I don't think
you
you're
gotta
getting
have
that one.
something. You gotta have the other door
Yeah, yeah.
in order to get it.
Dang it, that would be a cool piece of memorabilia.
The thing is now that we talk about it, I almost think that there's more pieces of that around. There's more pieces of
There's
that car
gotta be.
there. The panel, and I think they didn't have a side panel. They had the hood that kind of wrapped
Yeah.
around over.
Yep.
There's a piece that goes in below that. I think that's still up there. And I almost think that the rest of that body might be. Let me make
Gonna
a phone
do some
call on
research.
that.
Gonna do some
Yeah,
research. See what you can find.
I actually am. I think I might, if I remember that story right.
That would be cool.
I don't think I can get you a panel, but I can at least tell you where it is.
Oh, great. I actually would prefer the Harry Gant one, just because that's
Yeah, well,
That means more to you.
that's probably doesn't. It's not around either. Yeah, it's just
That's
it's
probably a
something-
Honda Civic right
again, but the fact that I remember it. That's all. You
Yeah,
know,
that is
I mean, the fact that was my earliest memory, and I can only understand about every other word he said because he had a really thick
now. Oh yeah.
Southern drawl. His Southern drawl was he got it covered. This was good.
Remember when he went on his tear in the early '90s? He was like Mr. September, High Groove Harry, and he was winning everything.
Well, he didn't. You know, it was cool. He was telling stories about how he didn't get to NASCAR till he was 40.
Right.
That doesn't happen.
Not anymore.
40?
No, not
You
anymore.
get his
Right.
NASCAR ride when he's 40. That's
Yeah.
insane.
Now they're getting
You
it when
look at
they're
it
14.
19, 20, and he kind of talked about that.
And he had the same. He had the same ride, pretty much from.
Well, he was,
when he broke in the early '80s. I mean, he had a great championship battle with Terry Labonte and Bobby Allison there.
right, and he said, though, he only ran for the championship.
right.
It's like, wow. I mean, what a different, obviously,
It's such a different atmosphere then.
what a different era.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
they had Ricky Craven on, too, and he talked.
I'm trying to remember if
he was there,
I don't
too. and it
remember
was
him ever
good.
being in a car other than the Skull 33.
Yeah, but we were what, 5?
Right.
I don't know,
four?
but you can go through
the years
yearbook.
he's talking.
You can
We
go through the
were
yearbooks.
really little kids. I mean, he's
I
talking
understand
early
that.
80s.
I understand that, but there's yearbooks that were
Oh, yeah.
published at the end of the year that going all the way back into 82, 83, 84, which, I mean, I've got him at home, and he's on the cover. The Skull car was white then with a gold number 33 on it.
Yeah.
Years later, it was probably 85, 87, there was the Skull green car for Harry Gant, there was the Skull blue car for Benny Parsons, and the Skull red car for Phil Parsons. There was the 33, the 55, and the 66.
Yeah.
And then the red car ended up turning into the Copenhagen car, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, so it was neat. I mean, and hear them talking.
Interesting, of all of our formative years, we're surrounded by chewing tobacco.
Yeah.
Levi Garrett with Joe Rubin in the 98, and then Jeff Bordon in
was
the
the
5.
Skull Super Dirt Series.
The Skull, yeah.
By the way, thanks, Skull Super Dirt Series.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you grew up. I mean,
Was that the
Skull
Halloween
ba-
flavored? What was that?
I mean, how many patches did you have? Like, I always bought the patches where I had the patches on my
never did
on
patches.
my backpack of
I
this
have-
little skull guy with the
My-
bandana covering his face.
I ended up with a lot of patches that I think I inherited it or took from my dad, or my dad wanted me to be into patches or something along those lines, but I never really got the patches.
I have a ton of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I found a ton more after my father passed. In
Oh, I don't doubt that.
Schaefer 200. I mean, he had just, patches, like ungodly amounts of patches.
Yeah.
What's so wrong? What's so wrong? You know?
Nothing. Now I've got all of them.
Yeah.
They're stored away in the same
Yeah,
fashion that they
Copenhagen
were.
Skull World of Outlaw. I mean, yeah.
Oh right, yeah.
Then they passed all these stupid rules because kids were smoking. And
Yeah, well, like I said, thanks for the Skull series.
yeah, yeah. I do. I don't remember Camel sponsoring or anything racing, so I'm okay. No,
Camel sponsored Chad Little's car.
Did
Didn't
they?
Yeah.
I knew
then,
it was
Jimmy-
sponsored. No,
Jimmy
Marlboro
Spencer-
was the big
Marlboro
Jimmy
was
Spencer.
IndyCar.
IndyCar.
Marlboro
The
was
Marlboro
huge.
cars. Yeah, it was
Penske
Paul
cars.
Tracy. Was it Paul Tracy that drove those
Penske cars. Emerson Fittipaldi was
cars?
in
Okay.
one.
All right.
I think one of the Unsers was in one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they used to, Miller American, Budweiser. I mean, there's a lot of
Neil Bonnet.
this isn't really good for you, but here we're gonna
Neil
throw it
Bonnet.
at you anyway.
Well, I mean, alcohol. And now alcohol as a whole, not just beer, but hard liquor as well, is finally broken into.
Yeah, I mean,
NASCAR.
Jim Beam, right? That was they took him forever to
Jim
allow
Beam,
that.
Jack
right?
Daniels,
Jack Daniels,
Crown
Crown
Royal.
Royal. Well, Crown Royal sponsored the IROC, right?
for a long time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think I don't know if they took over right after True Value got out.
It was True
but-
Value then.
True Value for a
then,
long time.
Yeah.
Well, Robbie Gordon came out with a Jim Beam car.
Yep.
And it was
Yeah.
Boyer and the Jack Daniels car.
Right, because they always allowed
Boyer's
beer,
also-
but they never allowed liquor, which
Right.
makes no sense.
No.
Why?
Well,
Why doesn't that make any sense?
It makes no sense.
if you're gonna allow alcohol, what's the difference between?
Yeah, booze is booze.
Jimmy
It doesn't
Spencer.
matter which one's on the
Remember
car.
Jimmy Spencer had the Camel car.
Oh, what is it?
I can tell you-
Cigarettes.
Winston.
Cigarettes are not allowed to be like that's a federal law, right? They're not allowed to
You can't-
advertise in
yeah,
public, right?
right.
Or on
Pretty much.
TV,
not with-
basically.
Yeah, you can't advertise
race
it.
cars.
I'm
Which is-
waiting for the Junior Johnson Moonshine to show up on a race car.
Yeah, I've seen it at the.
It showed up at Abby's Wine and Spirit in Waterloo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
how'd that feel in the morning?
I didn't have any. I just
Oh.
saw it.
I've tried. I've had
time
some of the-
travel.
I think I've had half of
No,
them.
time
I've had
travel.
one of them. I've had a save. Yeah, had a swig of it.
Did you have it this morning?
No, no.
That's what he's got
Before
in a
the
water
show?
bottle.
No,
You do
no,
it
this is 100% water, Poland Spring.
100% Poland Spring moonshine.
Bottled
Yeah,
out of,
straight. Yeah, right. At this
Bottled out
point,
of-
I'd be dropping a laptop on the floor.
bottled out
Yeah,
of some
you-
hippie's bathtub in Pennsylvania.
Oh, that's disgusting. Liquor is quicker. Yes, it is. But yeah, what a random.
I know.
That was a random tangent.
Boy,
talking
you're-
about Harry Gant, and the next thing you know, we're talking about branding, and
This is what we do.
it was a good weekend for those interviews. I got to. I mean, again, Ricky Craven was the
I'm not
other.
gonna lie, I'm
was
jealous
the,
that you-
was the other interview I got to see, and Shane does an excellent job with those, and Ricky Craven was really good. You can tell he's an NASCAR analyst, talking about the the various things.
Pretty
He
polished.
did mention, we talked a little bit about one question everybody's always asked analysts, is what do you think of the kids, how they get to racing nowadays, and how all these the older generation came up through the sport.
remember Ricky Craven's win at Darlington with
That was a point.
Kurt
zero.
Busch?
That's the thing
what
that we
a
were talking
race.
about.
That was great.
That was a hell of
Yeah,
a
that
finish.
was.
That was awesome.
He did talk about that. And that was like the
Did he?
picture they had up. I mean, it was.
It was. Yeah.
It was impressive. It was impressive. But just talking about the old generation, how they how they worked and worked and worked and worked, and
He had a ride
they could
with-
work on all their own race cars. They could do everything on their own cars.
Do you know he had a ride with Hendricks at one point?
Yeah, and that's when I think he got hurt. I think
Yeah.
that's what he said in that. Pretty much.
It really screwed up his melon there for a while.
Yeah, yeah, and that was the end of that deal, or eventually was the end of that deal, and then
Yeah,
now-
he had the 32 car for a while, the Tide
Yeah,
car.
yeah, that's the most famous one, I think, for me, anyways. That's the car
I remember
driving.
being in the Kodiak 41 for a long time
Yep.
too.
Yeah, hey, Kodiak.
There we go again.
Man,
Remember the DuPont number 2?
I don't remember the
No.
DuPont number 2. That I don't remember.
It was a
I remember the Miller Lite
Grand
number 2.
National car.
Yeah, what was the deal with I saw something about Rusty Wiles. Does anybody know what's going on with? Is he racing again?
He jumped in and did some testing at
Oh, testing. Okay, I didn't see the story. I just saw the picture. Rusty Wiles gets in the car. So Rusty Wiles, I'm like, what?
But by all accounts, he could go right
He
back
could go
in.
back in.
He could. He could do fine, and John would just have a coronary.
Oh my God, John couldn't handle that.
His heart would stop.
If he found out this
Listen,
week that the Chili, if he found out Saturday night that Rusty Wiles is going to race in a race next year,
He'd
and
miss
he was
the end of the
watching the
Chili
Chili Bowl, he'd have a heart attack.
It'd
That'd
be
be
the end of
it.
it.
It'd be done.
And Krista's not even home,
I know she's in
so
Indiana.
he's done.
Yeah, oh, I know.
He would.
It's
He
over
would
for
pass
him.
away with the biggest grin.
Yeah, good, sure.
They'd have to surgically remove that thing.
Yeah, but you get the idea. I mean, that's
No, but he did
We don't want him
test
to
and
die.
he was
Yeah.
fast.
Rich, relax. We don't want him to die. We
Yeah.
just want him to be happy.
Oh,
That's all. That's
Bummus
all we're
ain't
saying.
listening anyways.
That's all we're saying. Relax,
He,
Rich.
he can't hear us now.
Rich,
Yeah.
stop defending him. It's fine.
He's never
Rich.
gonna watch this episode.
Rich,
You can
it's
blame
fine.
it on me. It's okay.
It's fine.
I
You
don't
need
mind.
to defend him.
Oh, Leroy informed me he was actually the fastest Ford that day.
Yep.
Oh, very neat.
Yep.
So, yeah, well,
Which makes me wonder
What?
if we take that old regime and put it up against these kids that are, the Logano, the Larson.
Well, you got seat time in there too. so
well,
you gotta
yeah,
remember.
but I mean,
well, then
but again, these new kids. It's not saying they don't have earthquake. Not saying they don't have talent.
no,
It's just saying that they're a different school of thought. It's not like you don't see the kids working on the cars.
Right.
Everything now is like, all right, we paid this guy this X amount of thousands of dollars to work on your car, so don't touch anything. Okay, and he radios in, I'm loose. Okay, we're gonna do this, and this, and this. Okay, like I mean, there's the older school guys. Like you listen to a Tony
You
Stewart.
really think the drivers don't have that much input in it?
I don't think they have as much as they used to.
no.
I don't
think a
think-
Tony Stewart or
You like
Jeff
Tony
Gordon,
Stewart will have a discussion with his crew chief about, hey, what do you think? We're loose. We got to change that. I don't think the younger kids have as much input. I'm not saying they don't have input, but I don't think it's as
Right.
much because they
It's
don't
not
have the same.
It's not as in depth.
But they don't have the same knowledge of a
They don't
race
have the
car.
same upbringing to do it. I guess. I mean, I don't know if I completely agree with that. I think that I think
I'm not saying they don't have knowledge, but it's not the same when you built your own race car from scratch. You put.
I'll
You know
give
what I'm
you
saying?
that.
You know what
I'll
I'm
give
saying?
you
Like
that.
you look at the older school NASCAR guys, they come up through like Dale Earnhardt
are we
raced
comparing
on dirt.
Are
and
we comparing NASCAR to NASCAR? Are we
No, we're
comparing? Are we
comparing-
comparing the track to NASCAR? The track to NASCAR?
We're comparing this
I
how a
just wanna
driver
know- I just
how
wanna
a
know
driver
apples
made
versus
it
apples.
to the show back in 1985 to compare it to how a driver makes it to the show in 2013.
There's probably still some open trailers in the early '80s.
Yeah. Okay.
No, there
Yes,
definitely
yes.
was.
Yeah.
Buddy,
But no, but I'm saying the effort and what you had to know and do.
the only Chrysler Imperial
Different
that's
train of thought now. I mean, now it's like, all right, how much money do you bring?
that's
and-
question one right
Yeah.
there.
And
How
do
much
you
money?
have, like, no offense to Paul Menard. He's got a win? Does he have a win?
Yeah, he won the Brickyard,
Indy.
dude.
Oh, is it? Okay, that doesn't count. So
They don't count.
they don't pass there. That sucks. It's an IndyCar track. Don't put stock cars on it.
We're gonna
I mean, I don't know if anybody would agree with me on that, but it's designed for IndyCar racing. Let's be honest.
It is.
The IndyCar racing is phenomenal.
No, it's not. It
It
still
is
sucks.
there. No, it doesn't.
it's pretty good there.
No.
The Indy Light finish, they're 4 wide.
Indy Light was fine.
IndyCar racing there is good.
All right,
Negative.
finish.
But anyways,
we're
but
running
you-
out of time anyway.
But you look like Paul Menard, and what's his sponsor? Menards. That's how he keeps his ride. Because if not, they find some other kid that had the money and they put him in it. Like it's just you know.
a
What have you
money
done?
grab.
Yeah, give me the money and you
Which
can
is
have
why
a ride.
NASCAR racing sucks. In my opinion.
we actually one of the guys we can get into that.
That is like modifieds at Williams Grove. Correct. Yep. Neil's been to Indy, so that's why he's commenting. So, no, I agree. I mean, it's just
I don't disagree that
it's just a different.
the stock car IndyCar deal.
Yeah, but I mean, ultimately today's a different game. I mean, that's what it would get, and it was just neat to hear the old school guys talking about. You know, I came from NASCAR Modifieds. I did this. You know, Ricky Craven. I raced a late model in Maine, and I'm traveling up to Canada, and I'm doing all these different things. And I finally, somebody gave me a phone call.
Finally broke.
Like or you get a phone call, and they.
And now it's the
hear
other
you.
way. The drivers are calling the teams and saying, "I got this much money. If you got to see."
Yeah, I need a seat. I need a ride. What do you got? Well, here's what I can do for you. I can bring this sponsor that can bring X amount of millions.
Yep.
I mean, there's very few. Not saying Kyle Larson.
When's my
hasn't-
first ARCA race?
Yeah, not saying Kyle Larson hasn't gotten his. I mean, from my understanding,
kid can race.
Kid's gotten there on his own. So, but no, the other thing you get is you might see some of these kids that have a lot of talent that might not get in because they don't have any money.
Right.
You know, you look at
Well,
LaJoy's kid's really good. Was it Corey LaJoy?
Yep.
Blaney's kid's really good. And there's a lot of guys that are really good that might not make it because they can't get the sponsorship.
Right, and that's unfortunate. I mean, it'd be nice, but it's what we're working with now.
Whoa, when was that? Sorry, Neil just put in there was a contest in Area Auto where you could vote for a driver to run a Cup car at Pocono.
Oh wow,
When was that?
88.
Brightbill won. I think Van Horn won, as did Ty Scott, back in the mid-'70s. So there we go.
Oh wow,
That is awesome.
That's cool.
I didn't know that. Well, that would make sense.
That was
Yeah,
back
it makes
before
that's
NASCAR
cool.
sucked.
Yeah, well, that was back before we were born.
Yeah, by
For who was born?
Mid-'70s. What were you? 70 what?
6.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Mid-'70s.
Yeah.
You got me beat. I was 80.
I was 82.
Yeah. So
Go
well.
screw. Where's
82
Bombas when I
or
where's Bombas
82?
when I need him?
What? What'd you say?
was it just play on words here? 82 or 82?
Yeah, it was 1982.
Okay, there you go. Okay, we're good. I was just wondering.
Okay.
Yeah, Bobby Santos, perfect example, has no money. Yeah, I mean it's all about money, and that's it, right? What do you think, Chris?
I
Wrap
think
her up.
that's going to do it for episode number 100. We appreciate you hanging out with us, and we look forward to at least another dozen. Right, Mike?
At least I told you it's my last show, man.
Yeah, I know. Mike, it was fun. It was fun having you.
It's been a great
Yeah.
run.
So we'll see you again in 2 weeks. Guys, once again, thanks for the support. We're going to just do it again here in 2 weeks. Hopefully we'll have Kenny Brightbill at that point for you. We'll see you next time. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you once again. It's in 2 weeks on the 31st lap. Thanks.